Yeah, just we are implementing the prevention of sexual harassment at workplace. That is what we are launching in today. See, the prevention of sexual harassment came into as an act in 2013. Okay. Till such time, it didn't have much of importance, mainly because the IT sector boomed and lot of people worked in multiple shifts and all. So it gained a lot of importance for the sake of awareness of what is the role of corporate in protecting their women employee. Because there were days when women used to work only during the day, 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. There were days like that, and it gradually the gamut of women working in any industry changed. They used to work 24 by 7 in the second shift or first shift, third shift, and it goes on and on. So fundamentally, when there is an act, okay, it is not for the sake of, for the heck of doing this, we are not doing. It is an act. So the moment we use the word act, there has to be a compliance. Okay. So no act will be there without a compliance. So it is in the hands of the management, it is in the hands of the company, it is in the hands of the HR to protect and prevent the sexual harassment to women employees during working hours, work hours. This is what the fundamental, core principle of the Act, POSH, Prevention of Sexual Harassment. See, I am very sure, we are all literate and we know what is good and what is not good. And we are all aware of everything. But nonetheless, like we know, we can draw a fine line as to like what is good, what is bad. We will definitely be in a position to draw, because once you enter into a corporate atmosphere, you know what should be done and what should not be done. So there is no need for somebody to educate. Okay. So you all might wonder, if the sexual harassment is meant only, prevention is meant only for women and it is not for men. The act thinks so that only women has to be protected. Going by the act, verbatim act, it is 2013, it is only preventing the women from sexual harassment. So, and there are a lot of code of principles, what should be done, what should not be done, what is acceptable to have a balance, and what is the values and belief system. All those things will be taken by Ms. Vijay. So I want to set the tone for all of us to understand this is not to pinpoint the X, Y, Z. Like it is basically how as an organization we are moving forward. In the sense like how we are looking into managing the corporate affairs in very professionally.
So to start with, first we are going to talk about briefly about what we call code of conduct. Okay, so how is code of conduct is formed? How do you, what is the connection? If someone is saying I have a very good code of conduct from my school, what does that mean? What it reflects? Come on.
Question.
Yeah, continue.
What it reflects?
What code of conduct reflects?
If for example, if your manager has given in your appraisal that you are exceptionally good, what does that reflect?
Gratitude.
He's saying gratitude.
Sorry, he says?
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Okay, if your manager says you are exceptionally good. Similarly, in your code of conduct certificate, if they say you are exceptionally good, what does that mean?
Your behavior is
yeah, your behavior is
Good behavior.
good behavior. And how is good defined? Good behavior comes from
discipline,
the roots of behavior is up to the mark. So code of conduct is built on the value system of the family, value system of the school, value system of the framework. In India, people come and they go to abroad, the outside of India, they say, oh, Indian people have good people. What exactly they mean? They mean that you have a good value system. So in nStore, we have our value system. Can anyone tell what are those value systems? You can keep naming, you can chat it, you can say it. Keep interactive. This is not a classroom or where I'm going to tell you something which you do not know. We are all going to refresh our memories.
Good discipline, good commitment.
Good discipline, good commitment. Good discipline, good commitment again. What else? Okay, so our first and foremost value is integrity. Can someone say what is called integrity? There is a definition given, but can anyone say what is called integrity? Integrity is the one, irrespective of whether people are watching me or not, I will do my work honestly, sincerely, without being told. Whether my boss has come, whether my client is complaining me or not, whether my client is appreciating, I will do my job sincerely, transparently, honestly. That is integrity. We in nStore hold one of the very important value called integrity. Do you all agree? Can you resonate with that? We don't work for anybody. We don't want others to tell us. We do our job of day in and day out, right? We don't wait for ONDC to tell us anything. Our next important value system is, Savita, can you go to the next one, please? Innovation. You know, nStore is known for innovation. We all have using, we are very proud and we have won many awards. And most of us know that we are one of the very important partners in the ONDC network. We are growing in IRCTC. You have recently seen the work with UPS. So we are the innovative partners for many big corporates, including our own government. So we are known for our value system of being innovation. Our next value system is win-win growth. If you see, most of our underlying product ethos or our underlying principles upon which we do our product and services, anyone and everyone who come across win ecosystem will win. It is not just we make money, or it is not just our client alone make money. Even the client's client make the money. Like, for example, when we work with ONDC, it is not ONDC growing. It is those participants who are working in the ONDC, we make sure that they win. We are working with all the community people. Is it better? My voice is better now? Yes. I got it. So even those people are in a collaborative mode, win-win. So one of our principles, value system is win-win. Our next value system is collaboration. We collaborate with everyone and anyone. That is why if you see, we continuously grow with various partners. We are such a collaborative value system based people that we work with every kind of people who need digital solution today. Our next important value system is client focused. Do you all agree that we are all client focused? Anytime we call, anyone is calling, we have such a responsive system. Thanks to each and every one of you. We have such a client focused value system. Our next important value system is well-being. Each and every one of us work for well-being of us and our community. Our entire nStore solution is built on this very foundational fundamental value system called well-being. And our code of conduct, what we have is the foundationally built on all these value systems. It is a set of guidelines and rules we have it, which depicts how we are going to behave, how we have behaved, what are our ethical standards, and how we will carry ourselves professionally within our organization. So if you see our code of conduct, we can go to the next one, Savita. Yeah. So if you see our in nStore, we are very passionate and committed to the growth. We are dedicated to our clients, the clients like our own government, multinational corporates, and we have single common platform with a win-win DNA. Our code of conduct guide all our actions to ensure that each and every one of us have these high standards in terms of our morality, in terms of our service, in terms of the way we give our technology solution. And also safely we deliver these solutions in a win-win manner. That is what we stand for in our nStore. So essentially, code of conduct, we have importantly, if you see in code of conduct, we have clear standards given to all of us. So who are all the people who have to hold this code of conduct? Everyone who interacts with us, be it our own contractors, partners, and all of us who are in this call. The first and foremost in code of conduct is all about professional conduct. So we respect each other, everyone. We have zero tolerance against anyone, any form of discrimination or harassment, be it race or gender, religion. We talked about POSH, age, any other disability. We are also very protective of the client data, and we protect the privacy of the individuals who are working with us. So confidentiality maintenance is one of the key in our professional conduct. Continuing on the professional conduct, we also disclose any potential conflict is taken very seriously. We urge everyone to avoid conflict of interest and do not compromise the nStore score value or customers' confidentiality. And we carry ourselves professionally, both when we are working internally as well as externally. Whenever we are interacting in social media, when we carry nStore on social media, we uphold all these values, whatever we have spoken, be it integrity, respect, well-being, safe and secure manner. The next one is very important, is all about our excellence in service. In our code of conduct, we commit to deliver exceptionally high quality, robust, reliable, and user-friendly services and products. We continuously strive for improvement through innovation solutions. Our clients and stakeholders are at our heart, so we continuously enhance our services. We also foster a culture of continuous learning, and through the continuous learning, we make sure that our people are up to date with the industry trend. Sustainability is the key for us, and through our technology solution, we make social impact. And each and every one of you are daily experiencing it, how you are touching our clients, be it a corporate or be it a store wall next to our neighborhood. The very next code of conduct is on the technology. We continuously invest in bleeding technology and give the best tech product to our stakeholders. We encourage creativity. We also stay ahead of the curve. In fact, nStore is one of the very few or the single most startup in most of the forums acknowledged by the industry who revolutionize the retail industry with technology and remain competitive. The next important aspect on the code of conduct is the safety and well-being and security. We have a very robust security systems, both at the system level and at the people level. We prioritize the safety and well-being of our employees, clients, as well as our end users. We sincerely comply with all the regulations and standards, irrespective of the age of our company or the size of our company. Our standards and our compliance to regulations are far, far equivalent of the topmost MNC companies, in the words of the MNC companies. Our next important code of conduct is all about, end of the day, our clients. It's all about clients' happiness, customer satisfaction. So we continuously work closely with our clients, understand the expectations of our clients, and tailor make our products, our services. Some of you are continuously in interaction with the clients day in and day out and refine our products. However small change it is, we take it pride to see the happiness in our clients by understanding their needs. Not only that, we provide timely support and foster the culture of customer centricity. So in essence, if you look at it, all of this form our code of conduct. We urge you to go through again the PDF which we will be sending it, which has all these details. We are built on the value system. The code of conduct is a framework which which enhance these values. If you see any one of the people in the ecosystem are not complying to the code of conduct, reported any suspected violation of this code of conduct, please report it immediately. Your report will be kept anonymous throughout the reporting channel process, and ensure that you report it as and when you see any violation to the code of conduct. And the code of conduct comes effective from today, and disciplinary actions will be taken if we find that people are not taken the code of conduct seriously and not complying to whatever has been said so far in the code of conduct. Any specific questions regarding this, you can always reach out to Chitra, me, Savita, or your managers, and we are happy to support you in creating the awareness. Our request to each and every one of you here is uphold our nStore's value systems and obey through the code of conduct. It is like you are driving on your road. The rules are there. If you follow the rules, it is good for the safety of you and those people who are dependent on you, both at your personal side as well as on the professional side. Any specific question before move on to the next topic, which is POSH? When you are working in the workplace, like, okay, let me give an example. When you are driving on the road, what is that one vulnerability which you feel when you are driving? The most important one when you are driving is safety. Yes, in workplace, the same thing happens. The vulnerability, one vulnerability everyone speaks about is the safety, the safe and well or healthiness of the ecosystem in which we all work. We come to what is POSH in a minute. So as this question is for all the female. As a woman of work, what threat do you think might come up if there is no POSH? Unwanted advances, very good. Body shaming, very, very good. Gender equality, correct. It is not necessary only men, women. POSH is for both men and women. So is vulnerability. So as Chitra mentioned, prevention of sexual harassment is one of the foundational, fundamental framework which has brought in to minimize the vulnerability to near zero, and we in nStore is very sincere and we take this very seriously. That is why starting from today, we are making sure that as we grow, each and every one of us understand the policy clearly and how we are going to enhance our environment into near zero vulnerable place. So what is POSH? Let's understand what is POSH. POSH main objective is to establish a workplace free from sexual harassment. We will come to a minute what is called sexual harassment, because there are different definitions given by different culture, and our movies depict few things, our stories say few things, our parents gave us some definition. So we all here will understand the maximum extent of the definition what we aim at. One of the important thing is to make sure that we have a workplace free from sexual harassment, and we commit to create a safe and inclusive environment for all employees. It is not just POSH for, like the way many people in the industry, the myth that POSH is for women. No, it is the vulnerability whichever gender got impacted to. So what is at core in POSH we are addressing? We promote a culture of respect and dignity for all the people, prevent incidents of sexual harassment, like through awareness, education, as well as through various promoting initiatives. We provide clear mechanism for reporting harassments then and there. And it is not necessary that it has to be reported by the individual. It could be reported by anyone who has observed it. We ensure a fair and impartial investigation and implement disciplinary measures against the individual once the individual is proven guilty. So these are the POSH at core, which we have it as the framework. So applicability wise, it's a very interesting one. As you would see, applicability is very sensitively cover everyone who touched the system. It is applicable to all employees, whether they are full-time, part-time, contractors, temporarily came for a couple of days, interns, for everyone, POSH is applicable. It also includes the third parties, people like our vendors, clients, including visitors. It also covers the behavioral patterns, both within the organization as well as any work-related activities, like you are going for a fair or you are attending a party. So anything and every area where you have a working relationship related activities, POSH is applicable. So what is sexual harassment? It has a very unique definition when it comes to the working area: unwelcome conduct of sexual nature. Unwelcome is defined by the individual who is receiving it, not the one who is giving, not by the definition anybody is carrying. So any unwelcome conduct of sexual nature that creates a hostile or offensive work environment. If one individual, male or a female, feeling uncomfortable, it is in a way comes under sexual harassment, and that individual, if continuously exposed and not feeling okay, can raise in POSH environment. And if they feel uncomfortable and it is affecting their work performance, and it is also any act subsequently anyone is doing it against the compliant, those also considered to be sexual harassment. The individual need not be initially done it, but if that individual is influencing for whatever reason through the compliant, that person also, that behavior also come under POSH. Any specific question? It is very important that we cover this, and there is no specific definition beyond it. And if an individual is raising the concern, it will be taken up immediately. One another important definition you all have to know as part of POSH is the internal compliance committee. It's one of the mandatory regulatory requirement. And let's understand this with a very simple example. Let's take the road example, right? When we are driving, you can like comparison is we have the rule book. All of us to get the driving license, what do? We go through the rule book, we write test. In US, we write test and then we do the self-drive. And then the police inspector, the traffic police inspector, certify you that you are safe. That is what we are doing it through awareness and training now. Afterwards, the rules are there. What if you violate? There is a system which catches you. For example, in the traffic light, if you are speeding, the traffic light automatic system gives you ticket. There is a traffic police who catches you and finds you. Similarly, this internal compliance committee is the one who is a system implementer, helps to make sure that POSH is breathing in its full form in nStore. So the key components of POSH, starting with internal compliance committee. They are responsible for making sure that the POSH is deployed and executed at every level, a fair and timely handling of compliance. The next important component of POSH is compliance mechanism. The first and foremost is reporting what has happened. And then how do we, during the process, when we do the POSH, we maintain the confidentiality and non-retaliation assurance? Because sometimes as the process goes, people are experiencing certain behavior which would make the compliant more vulnerable. So we also make sure as part of the key component of POSH, the compliance mechanism is safe and secured and provide enough of assurance for the compliant. The third one is investigation procedure, which is very important, how we conduct throughout in an impartial manner and maintain the confidentiality and the privacy, whatever the input that have been given, both by the compliance and those evident, the people who are also involved as part of the process. Finally, the component is disciplinary. After conducting the entire POSH process, if found guilty, the different types of actions against the one who have been accused of, and how the disciplinary action is aligned with the organizational policies and law of the land. So these are the four important components. Now let's come to, we did talk about what is called sexual harassment. Now let's talk about the different types of harassment. Okay, subtle harassment. People make inappropriate jokes. Like someone mentioned about body shame. Well, I just made a joke. It was a movie joke, I said. I didn't mean it. No, I didn't tell you. Oh, last time when I said you laughed, this time why are you resisting? Why are you complaining? No, zero tolerance. Subtle harassment, terms of appearance, personal life, inappropriate jokes comes under harassment type. Unwelcome advances, persistent unwanted request for whatever. You can call it as date, you can call it as I only called for your coffee, I only called for your breakfast, you are also going for lunch, I'm also going for the lunch, so I only called you. If the individual is giving the signal that I am not interested, it means I am not interested. Boy or a girl, doesn't matter. So unwelcome advances is big no. Social media harassment. The explanation given is a specific but not just bounded. There are many more. We just gave an example, one or two examples. Social media harassment, inappropriate messages. I just passed this message which came because many people forwarded, I also forwarded. Use your intelligence to see whether it is appropriate for me, for my role, and for the person. So do not just forward anything and everything. If the other person found it is not comfortable, then it would come as part of the harassment. Tech-enabled harassment, sending certain content electronically, which is not appropriate. Pictures, oh, it's just the emoji, it's just the image, it is only AI did this. No, if it is coming from you, it is you who is responsible for it. Office party dynamics during the party, the social interactions and the boundaries. While you are consuming alcohol and its impact, you are responsible for it. Power dynamics. Oh, I'm the boss, you are only the team member. And third party interactions. And when I went out, oh, here only, it is only the evening. So I just asked because you are also out free, so why can't we hang out? If the other person finds uncomfortable, make the other person feel unsafe, that would come under harassment. So how do we report the POSH incidents? Do understand the policy, familiarize yourself. We will be sending you again the policy document. It will be posted in HRMS. You can read it and you can ask any specific clarification now. Subsequently also, we are all available. And whenever you find any POSH incident, you could document the incident and send it to us, or you can voice over it. You could message. As long as you wanted to raise your voice through any channel, you could raise it. And that would be taken as a formal complaint. We will prepare the complaint and it will be messaged in a formal way to the ICC. Once the complaint is raised, we will first acknowledge it and send the acknowledgement to the person who has raised the complaint. There would be a preliminary meeting, understanding the details and give the clarity of what would happen. We'll give the different directionally how the investigation will go so that the complaint will be aware of certain sensitive directions in which it would go. Sometimes people may not understand how the investigation will go, what are the different, we would say, vulnerable conversations that can go, so that we prepare the complaint in a full and safe manner. And then we will start the investigation. If any possible relief that could be given to the complainant where possible before concluding the end-to-end investigation, that would be provided with due respect and fairness. And the findings and the final recommendation will be given by the ICC. And finally, the action will be taken by the employer based on the recommendation by the ICC. This is the process by which we would be closing the POSH compliant once it is raised. So what is the role of ICC? Because ICC plays a very important role. They receive the complaints directly, indirectly. They would investigate. They will form a team, depending on the team, depending on the cases, depending on the locations and events. We will have a different members who will be added as part of the investigation team, and then they will recommend the actions. They will also look at the recommendations. Based on the recommendation, the preventive measures like awareness training or many other encouraging award systems, as well as they provide support services to the person who got impacted as part of the POSH incident. So all of these 5 are important responsibilities fall under ICC. And here is the team, the management team holds as part of the ICC. And the investigation team would be closely working with the ICC structure as and when a POSH complaint is raised. We like to bring up again and again one important point in POSH, which is very important, is that we ensure the confidentiality in reporting and during investigation. We provide support to the victims of the sexual harassment. We also make sure that we continuously monitor and foster a culture of trust, empowerment, importantly, a safe feeling when you are working in nStore. That's the primary purpose we all aim at as part of this. So there is a regular training, thanks to all of you who have attended. Those who have not attended, it is must and mandate that you should take these training, going through the documents, the policy document, and there will be a quiz that will be conducted so that all in nStore taken the code of conduct and POSH training, and from today it is implemented. So anyone and everyone who has any queries, you could ask, but from today, we would be strictly following this. You will start seeing posters in case you wanted to refresh your memory. You would be given a biannual training, like once in 6 months, the POSH training will be given. We will have a lot of awareness programs promoting respect, safe among us. And we continuously encourage the employees to share your ideas of how to empower you to contribute to the safe workplace. What are the do's? Raise your voice. When you find you are uncomfortable, you feel unsafe, document incidents, report promptly, follow the procedure, do not back out. You need to go through the procedure. Sometimes it may not be as you imagined, but you have to go through for the well-being of you and for others to prevent such events occurring again. Maintain confidentiality. Do not go all over the place and speak about it. If you are a impacted person or you are one of the evidence, seek support, cooperate with ICC, stay professional throughout the process. Very important. Do not get mixed up with the personal side. Stay professional. Don't delay if you are asking something. Do not spread rumors. Do not alter the evidences. Be professional when you are responding. If you have a conflict view, put it forward in a way. Do not retaliate. Do not bypass the procedure. Do not exaggerate the details. Sometimes the procedure may take longer time, so don't lose hope or don't give up on the process. Evidences are equally important, so POSH team, the ICC, under the ICC, the investigating team may take time to gather enough evidence so that the trial is fair. So this may take little longer time, means do not give up on the process. Stay, have the faith. We are going to take an oath. So all of you will follow me exactly what I'm saying and doing it exactly the way you will do it. Okay? Clear? Take your thumb. Front. Extend it. Extend it fully. I. Repeat after me. I. Say it again. Belong to nStore.
Belong to
Coming to
nStore.
a POSH.
Coming to a
nStore values.
nStore values.
nStore code of conduct. And I promise so a place of safe and high growth work environment for my colleagues and clients. Here, now you are going to do it with rotating in 8 shape. Okay? And you will be watching the thumb. Here you will go slow and you will go back. Keep repeating it. You will do it in your own count 11 times. You will do it in your own count 11 times. Let's go. All of you commit yourself. This is important. I, Vijayalakshmi Ramachandran, belong to nStore, commit of code, nStore value, and live by nStore code of conduct. Every single day, I promise to make nStore a place of safe and high growth working environment for me, my colleagues, and clients. I keep doing. I, Vijayalakshmi Ramachandran, belong to nStore, commit to uphold nStore values and live by nStore code of conduct every single day. I promise to make nStore a place of safe and high growth working environment for me, my colleagues, and my clients. So that's right. Use the other hand. I, Vijayalakshmi Ramachandran, belong to nStore, commit to uphold nStore values, and live by nStore code of conduct. Every single day, I promise to make nStore a place of safe, high growth, working environment for me and my colleagues and my friends. Now, all of you put your ears, keep putting your ears and say it. I, put your ears. I, Vijayalakshmi Ramachandran, keep doing it, keep doing it. It's good for your body, well-being. I, Vijayalakshmi Ramachandran, belong to nStore, commit of code, nStore values, live by nStore's code of conduct every single day. I promise to make nStore a place of safe and high growth working environment for me, my colleagues, and clients. Keep moving your ears. It's very good exercise for brain. I, Vijayalakshmi Ramachandran, belong to nStore, commit to uphold nStore values and live by nStore code of conduct. Every single day, I promise to make nStore a place of safe and high growth work environment for me, my colleagues, and clients.
Very important, very important that nStore values are represented and explained to people, because this is something that people may know or may not know also. And you did a very good job of explaining what the company is. More importantly, being an nStorean, it is important that we also follow what nStore looks at, aims at, right? So very important that, especially the commitment, the discipline, etc., which also go a long way in your grooming up in sense. Whether you're working in nStore or anywhere else, these things, these values will always add up, right? So basically, more importantly, that it should be something which personality development is most important. And these code of conducts and etc., adhering to this will definitely improve their personality as a whole. Correct?
Excellent.
And
Absolutely.
having said that, POSH is very important as as you said, the explanation of POSH was excellent. And I hope everybody has the courage to, I hope it doesn't happen. You don't have any complaints or whatever. But otherwise, also, in case there is also, people can, not only the committee, in case they feel more comfortable with somebody else, maybe me also, because I'm very close to all of the employees. In case they find that they're not very comfortable with anybody else, they can also report to me, which I can take it forward. As a HR, I think I can give them that support.
Absolutely, absolutely. You banged on that message.
Because
Bang
I am
on.
most of the people, most of the employees know me personally, and I'm there always there for the 24/7 for them. Anything and everything. So I feel that I'm part of nStore anyways. So they can also, apart from the committee, in case they feel more comfortable talking about any problems whatsoever, I'm there to help. Most important is the nStore wants everybody to be happy, and nStore wants to see that the happiness is throughout. In workplace is something like you have to be very, very careful. Not that only you're working, everything. They should have personality development should be there. Of course, any other issues also should be sorted out. It's not the only working on a daily basis, etc., or working towards whatever making money is there. But otherwise, also they have to go for progress further, and even other issues also. nStore is very particular that the employee at the end of the day should be a happy person.